Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, and it is that time of the month where I'm going to be doing my theme and intention for the next month, which is July 2018. And as I was, as you can see, I've really picked up a very unusual deck today, because I don't know why, but when I was standing in front of my shelf of decks, and I was like, okay, so which one of you wants to come out and play? It was this one. And this deck, as you can see, is the Housewives Tarot. It says it's a domestic divination kit with a deck and instruction book. It's a really interesting box. It's like one of those very old recipe boxes that you used to have back in the day. And then you open it, and then you have this, this deck belongs to, and you have these, the cards arranged very cutely, as if, it was one of those recipe, file folders, and you have these major arcana, which I'm really pull out. I haven't played with this deck at all, believe me, ever since I bought it, because this was one of them impulse buys. This was one of those decks that I kind of just like looked at online, and I was like, this is fun, this looks fun. I bought it. I looked at it like maybe once or twice. Here's the little booklet. Let me pull it out. There you go. Right, so I'm going to be referring to the booklet as well. This deck is really a very, very impulse buy, but I don't know, for whatever reason I felt like this is the deck. Okay, and again, check out this checker pattern. Right? I mean, it's of course it's reversible, which is something I like. Anyway, and it totally matches my spread cloth. Okay, anyway, shop talk aside, the theme for this month, for the next month, that is July 2018, I've chosen it, because it's summer and it's nice and warm and it's all sun is shining and all of that. So I was kind of fixating on two words. One is warm and the other is shining. So we have warmth and shine, or warm and shining, or something like a mixture or a combination thereof. So I'm going to be, looking at the areas in my life where I'm already shining, and where I need to shine, okay, and the areas of my life where I have a lot of warmth, and the areas which, obviously lack warmth. So that's kind of maybe the theme, that I'm gonna be focusing on, my journaling, my thinking, my processing for this month. So with that in mind, let's ask the cards to help me, guide me along those lines. All right, and let's set an intention. I'm just shuffling my deck, so this is the first time I've actually pulled this deck out, for shuffling and doing reading. And I know the imagery is a little different from your typical tarot imagery, but kind of maybe that's the irreverent, fun energy vibe that maybe my cards are saying, just have fun, girl, that kind of a thing. So anyway, let me just focus for a second. Right, making a fan. Okay, it's a new deck, so the fan can be, the cards can be like bunched up in places. They need to free up. Just, can't do it. And this is what, I guess, let it be. Just let it be. Let it be. Doesn't need to be perfect all the time, but yeah. Okay, I guess I need to play with this deck a little bit more. Okay, so for the theme of warmth or warm, what's the guidance that the cards have to offer? And for the second theme, because this month it looks like I'm having two themes, it's shining or glowing. What guidance do the cards have to offer, for me? Here you go. This one. Okay. So warmth. We have Seven of Pentacles reversed. Let me hold this card up normally so you can see. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the imagery first, and then I'm gonna, of course, refer to this book because I haven't played with this deck at all. You see, she's got a bunch of flowers here. She's got this tree of pentacles here, and she's kind of taking care of her garden. She's watering the garden, or she's just done watering the garden, and she's going back. It's kind of again very much in tune with the Rider-Waite energy of Seven of Pentacles. Like basically, she's taking care of her garden, watching it grow. Patience, slow and steady wins the race. But then in the reverse, it basically says you are not being patient. You need to be patient. You need to not rush things as they grow, because they're going to take their own sweet time growing. So if this is the guidance I received for warmth, right? So some things in my life where maybe they are already warm, or the relationships or special things in my life where there is a lot of warmth, right? But I think it's all about relationships here. I need to really pay attention, and where it is not like that, again, I need to pay attention. The point is, both those areas I need to not be impatient, because that is actually one of my biggest flaws as a person. I'm like, come on, get it, let's get to it, let's get to the point quickly. I am impatient, and I'm always in a kind of a rush to kind of make sense of things. But sometimes things need time to unravel, and I know that on a personal level, because I take time to unravel, but then I like to rush other people. So that's the thing. Okay, that's the guidance for me here. And what about the glowing or shining? Again, see how both cards are reversed. And this one is Four of Cups again. So if you can see here, right, she's got these three cups, they're empty. And then there's the fourth cup, which is kind of bigger than these. And she's like, oh my gosh, what's this one? And it's got like maybe a perfect drink in it or something. And maybe it's the perfect cup as well. So she's looking for that perfection. She's looking for that perfect, cups of feeling, satisfaction even. And, it just kind of jumps in on her. And in the reverse, either she makes a mess of it when it shows up, or she's just looking for the ideal for, here's what I'm feeling like. That's the feeling I'm going. Four of Cups traditionally Rider-Waite is all about boredom and feeling, done with what you have, kind of. It's like, I already have all this, a big deal. But here, this one steals up on her, startling her, and she's like, oh my God. And then that rush, she kind of drops it. That's the feeling I'm getting. So now let me just double check with this, the book. Four of Cups. Here you go. Boredom over intelligence. Anyway, that's also boredom. An intoxicated housewife stumbles back from a foolish binge. Another glass is offered to her, but she wisely refuses it. Oh, Four of Cups warns of overindulgence, whether it is in matters of the heart, the home, or the bottle. Too much of a good thing leads to boredom, or worse, rehab. Change, not escape, is the answer. Oops, did I? I hope I was. Anyway, so change, not escape, is the answer. That's the sentence I kind of sort of honed in on here. And here we're talking about shining or glowing, the areas of my life where I am shining, the areas of my life where I am already glowing, and where I need to shine, or we need to glow. Coming to that context, if we see this card now, right, she's like, so over here, the way I felt it is that she was startled by this cup showing up, but the description here is that she refuses it, right? She refuses this glass when it's offered to her. So But let me just go with my original interpretation, because that's my intuition always talking, and I'm always in favor. I mean, the book is always good to know, but here it's your intuition, and that's the first feeling I got. She's like, oh my god, right? So the areas of my life where I'm already shining, already glowing, right? I don't need to, put extra work in there. I can take it easy there. But I'm using those maybe as an escape, to not deal with the areas where I'm not shining. And so, if, for instance, uh, you guys know I'm also an author, and I write stories. I'm in fiction. But I haven't written a word in ages. And so when my mom asks me, so how many words did you write today? And I'm like, actually I did a reading today, or actually I made a video today. And I kind of, you know, my tarot is one place where I automatically just shine. And I'm not bragging here, I'm just saying that I use sometimes my tarot as a way to kind of escape the responsibility of putting in a daily word count on my novel that's been in the works for like ages and ages. That is what this card is saying. This is, I need to pay attention to that as well. So here's the guidance, right? In terms of relationships, I need to have patience. And in terms of my work, I need to focus on the area where I'm not focusing on, where I'm not shining, and I need to get to it, and I need to really, really work on it. Okay, so guidance is always on point, no matter uh, how fun the deck may be. My cards are always, always, always telling me to look straight into the mirror and see what's up, what's in there. Yeah. So I'm gonna just now, for each area, pull out one card that'll help me set the intention. That's how I'm gonna go about it this time, right? So how do I set the intention? What intention should I set? What should I do to fix this, or to make it happen, right? To follow this guidance. So for the warmth, I'm gonna go with this card, and for the shine or glow, I'm gonna go with this one. Are we in frame? We are in frame. Okay, so for the warmth part, guidance is the moon. How intense and how interesting. Check this out. They've got cold cream, and what else is there? Oh, these are curlers, snap-on curlers. Can you see that? And she's lying on a bed and she's dreaming. All right, so in the areas where I'm being impatient, especially in relationships, the cards are kind of saying, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. You need to just be chill. That's the energy I'm getting here from the moon card. And of course, moon card is a little different here, right? So I'm going to refer to my book, because this card has confounded me. Okay. Instinct, intuition, dreams, a nightly ritual of mud masks, curlers, and hairnets can provide much more than just peaches and cream skin and perfect curls. While your body gets its beauty rest, your unconscious mind is providing dreams with hints and tips for waking hours. The moon suggests that listening to your instincts and intuitions can help you through times of change and uncertainty. Okay, so what this card is suggesting is that for me to find the patience, to deal with the issues where I either bring in too much warmth, or where I don't bring in too much at all, any warmth, or I'm impatient, like in that area. For me to get the patience, for me to get the calmness, I need to just chill. I need to relax. I need to let my intuition guide me through this process, and I just follow that intuition, and maybe dreams and the stuff that comes to me in my dreams, I should listen to that, and that will help me find my patients. Now, this is interesting because I do use, sometimes it's a very conscious effort to get my subconscious going. Uh, and it's something I used to do quite a bit once in a while, back in the day. Is if I have if I have a problem, if I have an issue that I seriously cannot think myself, out of, I used to be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let my subconscious figure this out. So I used to, have all the information, all the data in front of my eyes, or all the thoughts. Like I used to write them down, bullet lists or whatever, in front of my eyes. And then I used to go take a 20-minute, 30-minute nap, like very focused nap. Like, I don't know, you've got these music stuff, ambient music, certain kind of music that help you go into a deep sleep. I used to put that on in my headphones and just go take a deep, deep, deep sleep. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. And then I used to wake up. And then I used to, freshen up. I used to like wash my face, whatever, just to get out of that deep sleep zone. But you know what happened? Every single time as I was coming out of it, boom, something in my subconscious used to work on the problem that I had given on it, and boom, I had an answer, and it would float right up as I was waking up and coming out of that deep sleep, and I had my answer. I had the way to figure it out. So maybe the cards are suggesting that I do that. Now, this is interesting. It's been a long time since I've done something like that, which brings me back to this. This is again, where I'm shining, where I'm not shining, because I'm using one area where I'm shining a lot to kind of escape from the area that I'm not at all focusing or shining in. And so, how do I, bring the balance back? We have Two of Cups reversed. You can't keep doing this imbalance. That's what the cards are saying. You need to find a way back. So let's see what the cards are saying, the book is saying here for Two of Cups. All right, so union, balance, harmony, signifying the union of two people. The Two of Cups speaks of a happy balance between two parties, or even a reconciliation of opposites. It could be the beginning of a budding romance or simply a well balanced friendship. Just don't let the wine go to your head. So basically, the cards are saying you can't keep doing this, this imbalance. You can't pull it off all the time. You need to get things back in balance. So I need to start really, 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 really focus on getting my writing going. My tarot career, yes, I need to focus on that as well. Of course, I need to do that. But I also need to get the writing going. I can't just ignore it. And otherwise, it's going to be really going to cause a big imbalance in my life. It's like both these places are where I get my energy from. And if I focus only on one, then the other starves out. And I can't do that. I have to do both. I have to do that all the time, every day. So just like I pull maybe a card a day, which I do, I need to also pull, a word count a day. So, all right. So now to sum it all up, what the cards are saying is, especially in the area of warmth in my life, where I have it, where I don't have it, I'm being extremely impatient in both those areas. Now I need to, in order to bring that patience back, I need to listen to my instincts, my intuition, and the guidance I receive through my dreams. And in terms of areas where I'm glowing or shining and where I'm not glowing or shining, the cards are basically saying, you're just focusing on one and using that as an escape to not focus on the other. So cards are saying you need to bring that back into balance, otherwise it's gonna go haywire. It will not work out for you. All right, because then if you focus only on just the one, then your other remains starving, and that's not good, because you need both to kind of harmoniously unite for it to work for you. So my writing, my fiction work, my fiction writing actually somewhere is helping me bring the energy back into focus or balance for my tarot career or my tarot work. And my tarot work, on the other hand, is also going to help my fiction writing, balance the energy out there. So both work together. So this is my theme and guidance for the month of July 2018, warmth and shining. And this is the guidance that I have received, and this is how I'm going to make it happen. These are the intention. Whew. Okay, so lesson learned. Even if this deck sounds or seems frivolous or feels irreverent, it is pretty on point. Maybe I will review this deck, next month when I do my review video. What do you guys think? Do you like that? All right. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, the usual stuff. Talk to me in the comments. If you want to do a theme and intention sort of reading for yourself, totally go ahead and do it. If you want to share it with me, you can totally email me with your thoughts and I can chime in. And if you want a reading for yourself, very specific, very, personal to you, you can always book a reading with me. If you want to learn how to read tarot cards using my storytelling technique and everything, you can totally learn tarot from me. Just email me. Links and all for that are in the description box below. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram because I do my card a day readings there. And every month I use a different deck. So you get to see a new deck. You get to explore the cards of that new deck via the card a day readings as well. So that's interesting. And yep, that's pretty much it, I guess. So I will see you again in my next video. Until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye now.